Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. It's a Labor Day week, and welcome back to the channel here, where I'm going to try to shoot this third installment on the F-250 Overland-ish build series. I got some work done on the truck. I'm going to go through it real quick, but before we go and venture on the truck, I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of do a channel update of sorts. I wanted to go over a couple things. One being is I haven't put out any content since probably early August, and that's honestly because I went back through all the videos I've done from February up until now, and went back and looked at them, and you know, the content's okay. I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking about my content. I'm just kind of regurgitating what mankind's been doing since the dawn of man. There's you know, no breaking news in the content I'm bringing you, and there's 100 other people out there doing it, but they're doing it better. And when I went back and reviewed my own videos, I did not like what I seen, and if I don't like what I see, I can't expect any of you guys to like what you see. And I identified two of my problems, and that's the thing about self-reliance, guys, is you got to be able to have the humility to look at yourself in the mirror and evaluate yourself, to pick out your own faults, and then go and address them and come up with a course of action and ways to improve yourself. So I'm going to do that here with YouTube, and hopefully it takes, and if it does, it doesn't matter to me. But what I noticed was I'm lacking my natural charisma that I do have. I'm actually a very funny, very witty, very outgoing guy when I'm around people, but my charisma feeds off of the reactions of other people, and I have a hard time getting my charisma to translate to an inanimate object like this camera here. But I'm gonna work on that. I want my content to be something that people look forward to seeing. Even though I'm regurgitating information that's been out there for centuries, I want people to want to see my take and my perspective on it, which is, you know, kind of the, like you guys, the working class of America, you know, paycheck to paycheck, putting food on the table, common man, common sense type of stuff. Well, you know, that's all part of self-reliance, I believe, you know, being able to do all that. The second point I wanted to make is, it's been probably 2 months since I've done a video on this series, and that's because, as I explained earlier, I work for a living, and I don't take on financial debt. I lost everything in '08 in a big crash, like everybody else, you know, like a lot of you did back in '08. And I'm still feeling the pain from that, but I learned a valuable lesson, and you don't gather wealth by gathering material or material things through financing. So that is kind of financial reliance. You got to be, you know, everybody wants to be independently wealthy, but before you can become independently wealthy, you need to be financially reliant and have some self-reliance techniques for finances. And coming back to this particular build series on this truck, I haven't put out content because I got to save, I got to work, pay my bills, and save the money to have the work done. I find out how much it costs. I get a couple different bids or a couple different prices, determine which one I want, save up the money, and then have it done, like a lot of you. But that's part of me staying, you know, financially reliant, not getting into credit card debt, not taking on car payments. I don't even take on a mortgage. The old lady took on the mortgage, but I don't even like, you know, I don't want to owe money to anybody. If I can't pay for it with cash, then I can't afford it. And I think that's the way America needs to start looking at things. But that's why it takes me so long to get these videos out to you guys on this build series, is because, you know, I got to save up the money and move forward from there. And then the third thing I wanted to bring up is I'm thinking about doing another series of videos where I talk about self-reliance, but not in the urban wilderness survival hacks, but general preparedness and self-reliance. It's more than just being able to stitch yourself up out in the woods and get yourself home, and being able to get water from a yucca plant, and those are all very handy techniques to know and have. But there's other reliance segments, like I just got done talking about financial reliance. I got talking about holding yourself accountable to improve yourself, and that's a form of self-reliance. Like you know, if you're the head of your household, you're a father of a family of 4. There's parental reliance. There's if you own a vehicle, there's vehicle reliance. Reliance just does not start when World War III happens. Reliance is a day-to-day thing that people need to be more conscious about. So if you're interested to hear more of what I got to say about that on a new series of videos, leave me a comment in the comment section in this video, and I'll try to do it. And then, like I said, I am going to work on my charisma in front of this camera. Enunciate well. I am not a stick in the mud, but that's the way I'm coming across on these videos, and I don't like it. So if I don't like it, I can't expect you all to like it. Well, with that being said, those were kind of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit today before we got to the truck. But now we're going to get to the truck here. We started out with just the intro to this video with my basically stock F-250, and then I had a 2.5-inch leveling kit put on the front to accommodate the tires that I'm about to show you on the vehicle. But in between the tires and the lift kit, it was brought to my attention that the front end of this truck needed to be rebuilt. You know, it's got 160,000 miles on it, and it is 12 years old. So in Arizona heat and the heat coming off the asphalt, it burns up ball joints and dries out grommets fairly easily down here. So anyways, that's why it's taking so long. Was you know, between the lift kit and the tires, almost 2 months later, I had to put about $2 grand in the front end with you know, new ball joints, new drag links, new tie joints, new adjustable track bar, and have all that put in there. And I went with a Moog system, and I had my mechanic put it in, and that's what I was getting at. You know, with vehicle reliance. You know, to put the lift kit and the tires on and not to address the front end is irresponsible. It's not safe for me and the passengers in my vehicle, and it's not safe for the people I'm sharing the road with. And my wanting and willingness to go out in the wilderness for a week and for 3 or 4 days to work on this stuff to bring you guys content does not trump other people's rights to use the same highway without my ass being broke down in front of them. So that's vehicle reliance, and that's something else we could get into in that video series if you guys want. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this truck. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to carry you. I forgot my other camera stand or tripod. So we'll walk around the truck here real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch camera angles on you for a minute. Sorry about this. This is take number 3 on this particular portion of the video. For whatever reason, when I'm transferring files from the phone over to the computer to upload to YouTube, it's only bringing over the MP3 files and not the video files. So all I'm getting is audio with no video content. So I switched camera apps. Gonna try it this way, see how it goes. But anyways, you know, in the first video of the series was the intro. The second video of the series was the lift kit that we did up front to level the front with the back. And then I had some tie rods and ball joints and drag links and all that stuff replaced up front with Moog parts because it was needed, it was ready. And we got to these tires here, which are Toyo AT2 Open Countries. These particular tires are 35-inch. Initially this week when I had the tires put on, I put the suggested 285/65/18 on there that was suggested by a local off-road shop that did the leveling kit up front. But I actually lost ground clearance between the diff and the ground by going with that size. And fortunately, good people at Discount Tire, when I called them up and told them I was not happy with the tires, they said, "Bring it on down. We'll get you happy." So they put the set of 35-inch on here, and I actually got what I was wanting to do and achieve, and that was more ground clearance at the diff. Now, what's left in store for this truck, the next item of business that we're going to do is we are going to lose that tonneau cover. I'll probably have to fabricate some brackets, but we're going to put a CVT rooftop tent in the bed, and then we're gonna start gathering the stuff we need for a 3-tote system, which I got off of Overland-Bound's website. They've got a list of 3-tote system for all your camping gear and everything you need for an overland expedition trip. And what I'm going to tackle here in the next week or so is I need to get, see those bad boys right there, I got to get those operational again. I'm not getting any power to the compressor, so me and my stepdad are going to work on that so I have that ability to adjust the ride height in the back of this truck. So, but that's where I stand on this build series so far. And the next 2 videos, like I said, will be on the rooftop tent and the 3-tote system. It is Labor Day weekend. A lot of you guys are out of town enjoying the great outdoors. I hope you all get home safe and in one piece so you can outfit and explore and get ready for the next one. So, as always, it's better to have the knowledge and not need it than to need the knowledge and not have it. Just see if we can get a good front view of it. Stance. There you go. So, take care, guys.